What's up guys, Cornered here. Today we're going to be talking about why I believe that Google Now is far superior to Siri. First thing starting off with is the fact that when you try to go ahead and use Siri the way you use Google Now, it just doesn't work as well. For example, if you were to say, "Hey Siri," and I apologize if I triggered somebody's device off, it may or may not work. It's basically a 50-50 shot. With Google Now, it seems like it's gotten way better. Maybe that's because it's been out for a long time, and this Hey Siri feature is relatively new. But that's something that really shows that Google Now can actually have a better impact than Siri. The next thing is relevant information. Now, to me, Siri doesn't show as well of relevant information as Google can conduct. Now, this may be because of the security features in iOS, and they just don't want to collect as much information from you. But in my opinion, that's a very weak area, is that the relevant information they show you is not nearly as detailed. Now, it's hard to show because I don't have my physical Android device with me, but to say the least, if you're doing web searches on Google and everything, it will do a very good job at showing you, if you swipe all the way to the left-hand side, what news stories are relevant to you, what you search. Navigation, where you go, it's really good at picking up where you are and what areas you need to go where. Another straight example of this is that, like, you can actually use Google Now on an iPhone, and what's really cool is that even with Google Maps, it tells me when I get to a place and when I'm about to leave a place, the exact time that it should take, and it knows that I leave the place at that specific time. So the cards are they've just been there to be developed. In my opinion, Siri just never really did that. Siri doesn't really respond well to you if you ask to do a search for something. And also, another thing that's really nice about Google Now is, in my opinion, the fact is that it's way better at detecting speech. Siri is kind of when it comes to looking at the speeches and hearing what you say. So if you say, "Okay, Google," and you start speaking to it, it's just going to be able to really get your focus in on what you're saying. It's better at that, and in my opinion, just a better interface as far as the experience is concerned with Google Now. And that's really a majority of what makes up Google Now in the first place, is the fact that you have the "Okay Google," which really is able to shine, and you can ask it to do things that, in my opinion, Siri just doesn't do as well. Reminders is okay, but in my opinion, I think Android does a lot better at various tasks, and it's really good at just being there when you need it. Which I guess is the main point to this whole thing, is that Android is there when you need it, and it works, in my opinion, at least 90% of the time as far as the OK Google stuff is concerned. And that's on my experience with a hacked device. I had a Note 4, and this was hacked, and it was running Google, just a clean stock Android, and it really worked well. So that's my experiences with Google Now. Now with Siri, not so much. I don't have it tracking my information that well, and just doesn't do a good job at the voice. It's just not good at detecting things, and in my opinion kind of defeats the purpose of itself. So there you have it. That's my thoughts on why I believe Siri is just not nearly as good as Google Now, and Google Now is just developed very nicely as a platform. We'll see in the future if they make any changes to that platform, and hopefully that they do. So thank you guys for watching this video. Definitely if you like this video, give it a thumbs down if you don't like it, and as always, just keep subscribing. Thank you so much.